Hello everybody, welcome back to a Look Be a Landlord patch notes video where we're going to discuss the content patch 4 that dropped last night. I did mention it in yesterday's video that it might be delayed. It was only delayed a few hours in the end, however it was too late for me to make a video on it, so here I am doing it on Saturday instead. So just before we start, actually I'm just going to give a quick heads up. I announced a giveaway yesterday in yesterday's video. If you missed that, we're going to be giving away a copy of the game. We donated some money to charity and the developer of the game gifted us a key. So we're going to give that away in our Discord. You can use the link down below. It's in the announcements channel. Just go and react with the love heart symbol like everybody else, and you've got a chance to win the code giveaway. So right, getting on with the patch notes. So it says here, content patch 4, more languages. Look Be Landlord has received its 4th content patch, which localizes the game in 6 more languages. So the game has been patched to add localization support as well as balance changes. So straight away here, these are the language supports, or the new language support. So they've added language support for Latin American Spanish, Polish, traditional Chinese dialect in Taiwan, traditional Chinese dialect in Hong Kong, Japanese, Korean, and they've also modified 11 existing symbols, and they've modified 7 existing items. So we're going to go through these here because this is obviously the most important bit that most people are going to worry about. However, if you speak any of these languages, then the game has just become a lot more understandable for you guys. So straight away, game balance. So they've increased the cost of the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th rent payment by 25 coins. So it does make the game a little bit harder, especially like around the 7th rent mark, because it's an extra 25. A lot of people barely make that, and they only just start to get a build going around sort of this point, to be honest. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I've had a really bad couple of runs this previous update, so it's probably going to get worse with a new update. So the emails that you get when you finish a spin, or not a spin, a rent payment, you get emails that provide reroll tokens and removal tokens. They now give an additional reroll token, so you get 2 reroll tokens instead of 1, but they only appear every other rent payment. So do we still only get 1 removal token? The emails providing reroll tokens and removal tokens now give an additional reroll token, so 2 rerolls and 1 removal, but only appear every other rent payment starting from the 3rd. So we're getting half the amount of removal tokens, is that? Okay, and double the amount of reroll, I guess. Interesting. Or the same amount of reroll, actually. Clear sky is now rare instead of uncommon. Honestly, this needed to be done because it was too easy to get a clear sky build. Saying that, it did take me all day to rebuild the wolf one. But in the last sort of 2 weeks, you've seen me do the sunflower build and the moon rabbit build. So this is going to be harder to get now. Okay. Looting glove now grants its 1.5 multiplier to thieves, void creatures and void stones when they are destroyed, in addition to the symbols it previously affected. So if you didn't know, looting glove is the item that grants 1.5 times the value of a safe or a lockbox or a treasure chest or a mega chest when it's opened. It now obviously affects thieves, void creatures and void stones, which is good. I like that. It's a good change. Maxwell the bear now gives bears a 1.5 bonus multiplier instead of 2. Okay, so they've reduced the... Okay, that's a bit of a weird one. Bears were kind of strong if you could get like 1 bear and, but you'd always fill it with bees, so I never really saw the bear beehive sort of build worth going. Ninja and Mouse now clarifies that its effect can only be applied once each spin. This doesn't change the gameplay functionality. Okay, it can only be applied once per spin. So what is that, like if it doesn't affect each individual one then? Is that what that is? Quickly, the wolf no longer makes wolves common. That's kind of upsetting. Once again, it's a nerf to the moon wolf build, I guess. So wolves will stay uncommon. However, it will still give free gold for a wolf though. Rusty gear is now uncommon instead of common. Honestly, as much as I like rusty gear, it makes sense. It is a really strong item. So that makes sense. The archaeologist looked up what the definition of archaeology is and realised he's more of a geologist, and will be referred to as such from now on. Are you kidding me? I'm in the middle of an archaeologist run right now. Wait, I hope the update hasn't... Oh, I hope the update hasn't destroyed that save. Please, no. We'll find out soon anyway. I'm recording that after this video. Bears are now uncommon instead of common. Okay. And give 2 coins. So we're not going to see bears as much, and they're worth 2 coins. And the bear, Maxwell the bear only gives 1.5, so I guess that's why they did that, maybe. Bees are now common instead of uncommon, so we see more bees. I always saw a lot of bees anyway. It was discovered that Chemical 7 actually contains alcohol, so the bartender will now serve it and happy hour will affect it. Okay, I like that. So Chemical 7, you get one more from it if you got happy hour, which is nice. But also the bartender has a chance to, I guess, serve Chemical 7. It's kind of interesting if you get a bartender in a conveyor belt or if you got bartenders in a conveyor belt. Clubs, hearts, diamonds and spades now give an additional coin if there are at least 3 clubs, hearts, diamonds or spades. So if there's 3, so is that clubs will give additional coin if there are at least 3 clubs, or is that suits will give an additional coin if there are at least 3 suits? This is all spades. Okay, that's kind of cool. Cultists, oh, they've changed cultists. Cultists now give 0 coins instead of 1 coin. So all cultists are worth 0, okay. And give an additional coin if there are at least 4 cultists. So for 4 cultists gives you 1 coin. The previous effect of giving 1 more coin for each of a cultist has not been changed. Okay, so if we have 1 cultist, that's worth 0. If we have 2 cultists, that's worth 2. Then 3 is worth 3, 4 is worth 4. 4 is worth 5 because you get an additional coin, okay. And then the hustling capsules now take an additional coin. So hustling capsules are now even more risky to take. It's going to take 7 instead of 6, I suppose that means. That is an interesting change. So now we go through the reasoning behind the changes. This might help us, understand why they've been changed, although I do agree with a lot of them. The above balance changes were made for the following reasons. The large increase in rent payment requirements and decrease in reroll removal token frequency is due to it currently being too easy to get to the final rent payment. Okay. This is hard. This is bad news for me because I'm barely making it there anyway. In most videos. Clear Sky and Rusty Gear having their rarities increased is due to them being much more powerful to other items in the same rarity slots. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like Rusty Gear and Cultists is kind of super broken, to be fair. So, but just items, like, yeah. I'm trying to think what other common items there was that was broken as Rusty Gear. Because like 3x coin was uncommon, wasn't it? So that kind of was a bit busted, but that makes sense. Looting Glove now affects more symbols for logical reasons and to give it some more utility. Okay, we agreed to this one anyway. I like this. Maxwell the Bear now gives less of a multiplier to bears, as bears now give more coins due to them being uncommon. Okay. Quickly the Wolf was found to be far too powerful at its current level for a common item, so his effects have been dialed back a bit. I mean, I get that. It is like a very easy item to find, and it did have like 2 big modifiers on it where it increased the value of wolves. In fact, I have 3 big modifiers. It increased the value of wolves by 1 gold. It turned any 1 value dog into a 3 value wolf. And it also did the, come on, wait, is that it? Is that all it did? What am I missing? I swear it had 3 I don't know, I'm losing it now. Quickly the wolf. Wolves are 3 dogs. Oh, and wolves are common, yeah, of course. Sorry, so it no longer makes wolves common, so there were the 3 modifiers. It's just had a bit of a brain lag there. Bees are now common as their power level is more in line with what one would expect from a common symbol. Yeah, I don't really like bees unless you are going for like a flower build, but honestly, I'm rarely going to be going a flower build now unless I get an early Clear Sky, which is of course now rare. The suit symbols were given a new effect to encourage more players to take them and also bring their power level a bit closer to where it makes sense for an uncommon symbol to be. This is true. Symbols were very weak after the change, and it was very hard to get a symbol build going. You had to get all the symbol items, whether it's red suits, black suits, flush, the wild cards, the Joker, the card sharks. It was really tough to get going, as well as the Rusty Gear, so they're all adjacent, so that's kind of good. I like that change. In the first rent payment or 2, it was almost never incorrect to take a cultist. It's true, I did like taking cultists whenever I see a cultist, really, unless I'm full build. So that's true. Nerfing them slightly is to create more situations where one has to decide if they really want to do a cultist build. I still haven't got a cultist build video, which is really upsetting. One of my early videos was like a cultist coal run, but that was before I really knew the game. So it doesn't really count as a cultist build. So this upsets me for the video's sake and for my sake, because I really was going to try and get this build this week. Hustling capsules are still quite strong for an uncommon symbol, so they've been nerfed again slightly. Okay. Yes, I mean, you eventually get the gold back over 7 turns now, so it is interesting. But then, of course, please let them know your thoughts either in the comments or in the official Discord. So I will link to their Discord in the description. Actually, it's a good place to be if you're a fan of the game. Also, if you've got Discord Nitro, it means you can use the symbols from the game as emojis in other chats. So it is very cool. And then there was one bug fix, which fixed a bug where changing the game's language could result in symbols being removed under certain circumstances. Now, there has been 2 hot fixes since this, but we're not going to go over that. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I think this is another good update. It's a bit more balancing than new content, which is fine with me. It does make it a little bit harder for me personally, because I'm bad at the game. It also removes my lovely cultist buff, although you get an extra one at 4. So maybe if you get 4 cultists, it then becomes worth it, I guess, because you get the 5 gold. So yeah, I can get used to it. Rusty gear uncommon makes sense. I mean, I'm kind of excited now because I thought a lot of the uncommon items aren't too good. Like item capsule, the capsule machine is obviously like really good. But like we rarely take Rain Cloud. We're rarely going to take Quigley the Wolf because now it's uncommon because we're not really going to go wolves very often. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. We're going to go straight after this video and record today's Look Be Landlord video, so we'll find out how it goes. But yeah, apart from that, guys, that'll do it. Let me know. So the reason we make these videos, or I make these videos, is because I want to start a discussion in the comments and in the Discord, because everybody has different has different opinions on changes that are made to the game, and it's a good place to have like nice friendly discussion over what you like, what you don't like, any suggestions as well. So yeah, please let me know. Please comment your thoughts. Please let me know if you think something is a bad change. If you think something's good and I've maybe overlooked it, honestly, let me know your thoughts, and feel free to join the Discord. Like I said, there's a giveaway going on there, so feel free to go join. But until next time, guys, that'll be everything. Carry on doing the usual YouTube stuff. Goodbye!